Since the story of my older brother, Yuzuru John Takeshita, is a main focus of Peace is a Chain Reaction, Tanya Lee Stone kindly sent me the manuscript to read prior to publication. We had corresponded several times before, and she was familiar with the oral history interviews I'd done through the organization Densho about my family's World War II experience and my own post-war experiences. My conversations with Tanya provided her with additional family context for the larger story that my older brother sparked through his interactions with the groups of people you will hear about here. From the moment I started reading the prologue of this book, I couldn't stop until I had read the entire manuscript to see how all the varied pieces of this narrative would unfold. I was only 11 years old when World War II started for us here in America on December 7th, 1941, and my parents hid their worries from us younger children. As an adult, though, I have been quite active in thinking and talking about all that happened, since being aware of the past can help us prevent future mistakes. Yet even quite recently, politicians have referenced what happened to Japanese Americans as a precedent to justify the imprisonment of undocumented immigrants, and so it is clear that keeping history alive is crucial. I was very curious as to how Tanya Lee Stone was going to tell my brother's interesting and complicated story for young readers. I was surprised and impressed with her detailed writing, weaving quotes from people into the telling of this history. From the beginning of her book, it will be obvious to you how much research she has done to get this story told. From describing how World War II affected people throughout the world, to showing how a small group of young girls in Japan was affected, to telling how John brought two groups from each side of the conflict together in the small town of Bly, Oregon, it is amazing to me that Tanya was able to narrate these various threads so delicately and with such sensitivity for the feelings of all the people involved. This story is a beautiful example of how innocent people from two different nations were able to show respect for each other and resolve things peacefully even though they had once been at war. Inspired by my older brother, all of these individuals chose to take action, to forgive, and to show peace toward one another.